part of your hybrid strategy, public cloud resources beyond either these 89 countries and territories, or if you have particular requirements that may require you to use a local partner in some of these countries where we perhaps don't have a local data center footprint today. That's where our Cloud OS network of service provider partners comes in place. Our Cloud OS network partners leverage Windows Server 2012 R2 and Microsoft System Center 2012 R2 along with our freely available Windows Azure pack that essentially allows them to provide a private label version of Windows Azure where they can provide their resources to customers in particular countries where there's very specific needs they may have in terms of regulatory or compliance or in-country needs or particular location-based needs for locations that are outside of our current list of 89 countries and territories. So I'd encourage you to check out our Cloud OS network partners as part of your evaluation process, particularly if you have very large global needs as you're scaling your hybrid cloud. As you're thinking about Windows Azure and other public clouds that are part of your hybrid cloud strategy, planning for costs is also a key factor for most organizations. And to make it really easy to plan for Windows Azure cloud costs, you can take the map output that we saw as part of the Windows Azure VM readiness assessment and plug that data into our Windows Azure pricing calculator. The pricing calculator is available on windowsazure.com. It's very granular. It allows you to plan out varying sizes of virtual machines running either Windows or Linux workloads. It allows you to plan out your storage costs. It allows you to plan out your network bandwidth costs. So it becomes very easy to take the data that map outputs, plug it into a calculator, and be able to come up with a rough order of magnitude cost for moving forward with placing some of your workloads on Windows Azure, freeing up your on-premises data center resources then for your more mission critical resources that really have a need to run in your on-premises data center. As you're comparing public cloud platforms as part of your hybrid cloud strategy, you may also be very interested in researching the report that was done by an independent cloud analyst firm, Cloud Spectator. Back in June of this year, Cloud Spectator spent a week analyzing the cost and performance of 5 major cloud providers: Windows Azure, Amazon EC2, HP Cloud, Rackspace, and SoftLayer. They ran the same general workloads across all of these cloud providers and used an industry standard Unix benchmarking tool to test and drive the performance of each of those workloads across each of those clouds. The results that are available at their site, at Cloud Spectator's site in their full report, were quite interesting. I've got a few of the results summarized. What they found in terms of Windows Azure is that Windows Azure they found to score 3 times higher than Amazon EC2 did on average from a performance standpoint. And in terms of Rackspace, they found that because of Windows Azure's lower cost, that it provided 5 times more value than Rackspace did in their testing on average. So some really good information on comparing these various cloud platforms from Windows Azure to these other clouds. You can find the full details at Cloud Spectator's site in their full study. Now certainly analyzing the cost of a hybrid cloud solution is much more than just the cost for running resources on that cloud. It's also more of a total cost of ownership analysis that includes ongoing operating costs and other management costs as well. In addition to our pricing calculator, our data center team also has produced a total cost of ownership, or TCO, analysis tool that you may also find useful during your planning stages. The TCO analysis tool allows you to put in the inputs that relate to your current environment and your plans. So whether you're currently leveraging Microsoft or competing virtualization technologies, you can select the virtualization stack. You can select if you're looking to add new virtual machines into that environment or migrate existing virtual machines. You can specify whether you want it to focus on strictly a private cloud implementation or if you're interested in a hybrid cloud deployment as well, where you'll be leveraging public cloud platforms alongside of your on-premises private clouds. And you can put in details pertaining to how many virtual machines, what percentage would run on premises versus in a public cloud, and general parameters around the salaries of IT management teams within your organization at a general level, so that it can produce an analysis of the total cost of ownership for our solution in the hybrid cloud space versus competing